Hello and welcome to our oral presentation for the Proficiency test of Technical English 3. My name is Randy Alberto Morales and my ID number is 2008-19081.
Hello, my name is Mynor Arevalo Velasquez and my ID number is 2009-15575, and we will talk about what is a database system.
Today, all the information that is handled in a company is very important because with this information we know how to deal with any problem or make decisions that are high risk. Then, this information must be available all time and must be easy to access. If for some information it is necessary to review 20 bugs and question 10 people, we get the information too late and may have lose an opportunity to make our business grow up. There is a phrase that says, "Who has the information has the power." That's why through technology there are system information management, which are called database systems. Using this technology, we can access to the information any moment we want, and this information should be consistent, correct, current, and accurate, helping us to know everything we need to make decisions. A database is an organized collection of data, usually in digital form. Data in the database are typically organized to model relevant aspects of the reality in a way that supports processes in the gathering of this information. The system that organizes, stores, and provides access to all the data is called database system. Database is colloquially used to refer to a relational database management system. In technical usage, the term may be used to specify a particular aspect of organized collection of data and may refer to the logical database. The following are examples of database types. Some of them are not mainstreams, but some of them have received main attention. We have the active database, cloud database, data warehouse, that is one of the most used in the nowadays. Distributed database, that is also used in these days. Documented-oriented database, embed database, end-user database, hypertext database, hypermedia database, operational database, and some others.
Okay, now what is a database system? Database system is a term that is typically used to encapsulate the constructor of data model, database management system, and database. What is a data model? A data model is an abstract model that documents and organizes the business data for communication between team members and is used for a plan for developing applications, specifically how data are stored and accessed. There are different kinds of data models, from very simple models is a short diagram and to extremely complex model. This is a diagram big and is complex to understand. There are different kinds of models. We have the relational model, the object model, the hierarchical model, and the network model. The relational model is one of the most used in this time.
Now I'm going to talk about the relational model. The relational model is based on first-order predicate logic that was formulated and proposed by Edgar F. Code. The purpose of the relational model is to provide a declarative method for specifying data and queries. Users directly state what information the database contains and what information they want from it, and the database management system is in charge of describing the data structure for storing the data and retrieval procedures for answering queries. The relational model's central idea is to describe the database as a collection of predicates over a finite set of predicate variables, describing constraints on the present values and combination of values. The content of the database at any time is a finite model of the database. The relational model was the first database model described in formal mathematical terms. As we can see, this is an example of a relational model. Now I'm going to talk about some parts of the relational model. First, we have the table. It's an accepted visual representation of a relation. Then we have a tuple. A tuple is a similar concept as a row. Note that in database language SQL, columns and the rows of a table are ordered. Then we have the candidate key, that is a unique identifier, forcing that no tuple will be gated. A foreign key is a field in a relational table that matches a candidate key of another table. That key is called primary key. Foreign key can be used cross-reference tables.
A hierarchical database model is a data model in which the data is organized into a tree-like structure. The structure allows representing information using parent-child relationship. Each parent can have many children, but each child have only one parent. In a database, an entity type is the equivalent of a table. Each individual record is represented as a row and each attribute as a column. Here we have an example of hierarchical model. You can see this diagram have only one parent and many childs. A parent is a pavement improvement, and the child is reconstruction, maintenance, rehabilitation, and the other.
Now I'm going to talk about the network model. The network model is a database model used to represent in a flexible way the objects and its relation. Its distinguishing features is that the schema viewed as a graph in which object types are nodes and relationships are the arcs, while the hierarchical database model structures data as a tree of records, which one parent record has only one record parent, has many childs, and the child has only one parent. The network model allows each record to have multiple parents and multiple childs, forming a generalized graph structure. Here we have an example of a network model in which we can see that each parent can have multiple childs and multiple childs can have multiple parents, as the example of asphalt sealing, which has two parents, joint seal and patching.
And now I will talk about SQL. SQL initially pushed as a standard language for relational database, deviate from the relational model in several places. Users request data from a relational database by sending it a query that is written in a specialized language, usually a dialect of SQL. Also, SQL was originally intended for end users. It is much more common for SQL queries to be embedded into software that provides an easier user interface. Many websites, such as Wikipedia, perform SQL queries when generating page. In response to a query, the database returns a result set, which is just a list of rows containing the answers.
Now I'm going to talk about the database management system, or DBMS, which is a software package with computer programs that controls the creation, maintenance, and use of a database. It allows organizations to conveniently develop a database for various applications. A database is an integrated collection of data records, files, and other objects. A database manager system allows different user application programs to concurrently access the same database. Database management system may use a variety of database models, such as the relational model or object model, to conveniently describe and support applications. It typically supports query languages that are in fact high-level programming languages, dedicated database languages that considerably simplify writing database application programs. Database languages also simplify the database organization as well as retrieving and presenting information from it. What provides me a database management system? It provides me facilities for controlling data access, enforcing data integrity, managing the concurrency control, recovering database in case of failure, and restoring the database from backup files, as well as maintaining the database security.
The database management system is classified in two major types: the open source database management system and the proprietary database management system. The main features in the open source, we are able to modify and configure the internal code database management system, and also it's free. And now we have some examples about some database management system. The open source are Firebird, SQLite, PostgreSQL, and MySQL. And the proprietary Windows-based, Oracle.
Now we have the pros of using a database. We have the availability, in which the data is available for all the user and its applications to use and see the data in any moment. Then we have the value that has the data in our company. The efficiency, the data entry, because we are sure that the data is not redundancy. Also the space, that in difference that we have the data in sheets of paper or in books, we have it on a computer.
And now the cons of using a database. Installing expensive, new facilities or expansion, operating systems, compilers, commercial database management system, more powerful computers, and others. And especially staff, special knowledge.
When we should use a database? In a library, when we need to know where is a book, a magazine, a journal, or a newspaper article. When the data is very current, when we need statistics from the data, when we have documents or books, or in specific information. Also when we have large amounts of information and we need to access to it quickly, and we need to find a specific information.
And now, why use a database? Database can store large numbers of records efficiently. It is very quick and easy to find information, and it's easy to add new information. Data can be researched easily. Data can be stored easily. Data can be imported into other applications. And with this, you can access all the time. More than one person can be accessed at the same database. And the security might be better than in a paper file.
That was our presentation.
Thanks for your attention.